Hello all, let's look how to print out the PDF pattern. From the scratch we will have a look on pattern cutting and fabric cutting. So, we will look few instructions on how to print your PDF patterns. First of all, you should print out your pattern in its actual size. So under the option page size, click onto the actual size. And that's how you will get out your real size pattern out. There is one more thing to be noted as the orientation of the sheets. All you need is to click onto auto and you can get your actual size pattern. What if if you do not have an option known as auto, and by the time you should look into your cutting instruction sheet for the orientation. Just check whether it's portrait or landscape orientation. If it's a portrait orientation, click onto portrait, and that's so simple as that. Or if it is in landscape orientation, click onto landscape, and yes, you can now print to get the actual size pattern out. So next we will move on to PDF paper cutting. Here we are going to cut off the unwanted edges by connecting the matching signs. In this process, I'm going to connect these 4 matching signs. Match it by drawing lines which connects one sign to the other. First of all, align the PDF sheets according to the instruction sheet given. And here I arrange it in portrait form. Once when you arrange the sheets, you should start connecting the matching signs and cut them off. Once it's done, you should stick them up together with the reference of the instruction sheet. Stick them up properly to get the actual size patterns. And finally, once when you stick them up all together, you can check and confirm whether you have printed it out properly in its real size. So you can check it out as I do. I here check few measurements on the sheet. So here it is 5.79 inches at the front side. And look, it's the same when I measure it. To ensure it, I'm going to cross-check few more measurements. Just have a look whether it meets the measurement or not. When it does not meet the measurement on the sheet, then the printout which you have taken may not be in its real size. So at the time you can follow the printing instructions which I said you at the beginning of the video. So yes, the printout that I have taken is in its real size. And you can now cut out the pattern. Yes, start cutting out the pattern along the cut line. And here is the actual size pattern ready. It's done, and next we are going to trace those patterns on the fabric. Have both the main fabric and the inner lining at fold. And trace out the back pattern by having the center back along the fold. so you can now trace out the pattern. Trace it well along the pattern. Then provide a seam allowance of 0.50 inches along the neck, shoulder, armhole, and at the bottom. Then 1 inch at the side for ease. So, next pin it up properly wherever needed, then cut it along the seam allowance. And yes, we have got the pattern ready in both main fabric and in the inner lining. The same way you can trace out your front portions, have the fabric at fold. Place the pattern upon the fabric and trace it out. Then provide seam allowance of 0.50 inches all around and 1 inch at the side. Pin them up together properly and cut the fabric out. Then the cup portion, I have used a different fabric for the cup. Okay, so similarly have the fabric at fold and place the pattern at cross and trace it out. This is known as cross-cutting. Now provide a seam allowance of 0.50 inches all around the pattern and 0.25 inches at the dart. Pin it up and cut down the pattern. So it is ready. And we have to next trace out the waist portion. So repeat it by having the fabric at fold and place the pattern, trace it out, and provide seam allowance of 0.50 inches all around except at the side. So at side it's 1 inch of seam allowance, then cut them out. So the front body patterns are ready with this. Then finally it's the sleeve pattern to be traced out yet. Trace the pattern out and make sure you mark the notches along with it. Now provide seam allowance of 0.50 inches along the armhole curve and at the bottom, then provide 1 inch at the side. So this is your sleeve pattern. So this is how you should print out the PDF pattern out. Align them and cut it down to get the real size pattern. Then trace them out on the fabric and cut them too, so the fabric will be ready for sewing. Thank you.